Chelsea are really pushing. Chelsea are obsessed with Michael Olise. Chelsea believe they are leading the race to sign Michael Olise. Do those comments sound familiar to you? Well, they should, because those are the comments we've been hearing for the last couple of days and the last 2 weeks as well from Fabrizio Romano. Now, it's not his fault that Michael Olise decided to join Bayern and not Chelsea. But again, today was a friendly reminder as to why I believe David Ornstein is the best source out there. He doesn't update us each and every day on things that, let's be honest, have not evolved. He comes in, delivers the news, moves on to the next one, and that's about it. I am, of course, extremely pissed that again we have wasted so much time, so much energy on Michael Olise. Why is that? Why am I pissed? Okay, we missed on the player, he wanted a lot of money, didn't work out, we move on. Well, yes, but last year we agreed already with Michael Olise. Personal terms were agreed last year, missed out. This year, I mean, how hard is it to sign a player where you agreed last year personal terms? I just don't get it. How long are we taking? Again, I've said this before and I got a comment, so I'll answer it again. You say, how long are we taking? Just because the transfer window has been open for a week officially does not mean we haven't worked on signing some players. I mean, Tosin Adarabioyo was signed pretty quickly. All these South American folks were signed, let's say, pretty quickly-ish, even though still no official announcement with regards to Esteva Willian. So, yeah, there is that. We missed out on Pedro Lima as well. So, yeah, the list goes on on some missed opportunities, I would say. Because, again, what are we doing here? Why are we spending, again, so much time on trying to get players and then at the end being hijacked by Wolverhampton and now missing out on Olise, who apparently, this is according to Fabrizio, right? I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but according to him, pretty reliable source, let's say that way. According to him, this was our priority target. We were obsessed with him. We really wanted him to join the club. And yet now we say, actually, no, he wants too much money. We let him go to Bayern. To me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, throughout the video, you can always comment down your thoughts below. What do you think happened? Who do you think we should go for? Etc, etc. Leave all of that in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, notification bell on, etc, etc. To do all of that. So, let's start. Bayern have reached agreement on Michael Olise's salary and contract deal in place on player's side. Olise rejects Palace new deal. Chelsea and Newcastle wanted him, but he's joining Bayern. Apparently, he's in discussion to earn £220,000 a week at Bayern Munich. This is around 10 to 12 million a year. And so for that, I'd like to read what David Ornstein wrote for The Athletic. So Chelsea pull out of process to buy Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. Chelsea have pulled out of the process to sign winger Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. The West London side contacted Palace last Thursday to express an interest in Olise and request permission to speak with his camp. That was granted, and Chelsea indicated they wanted an outcome by the end of the week. Chelsea made what they believe to be the strongest offer, but felt the finances involved were beyond reach and chose not to proceed. So, let me get this clear. Overpaying for Enzo, Mudryk, Fofana, Caicedo, would say Cucurella as well, is fine. But now for your so-called number one target, totally obsessed, now it's not fine anymore. Paying insane amounts of money for South American players that barely have 10, 20 games under their belt, professional ones. That's totally fine as well. But again, Michael Olise, one of the biggest talents, I would say, young talents in the Premier League. Nah, that's too much to ask. Continuing here. The Stamford Bridge hierarchy are aiming to create a more disciplined wage bill than in the past, and if a transfer target does not fit into that, they would rather reward existing players who outperform over time or invest in new elite talent on more reasonable salaries. Okay, so again, clearly what we discussed yesterday, we're going for reasonable salaries, but we might overpay for the transfer amount. Interesting. While there is no doubt about Chelsea's pursuit of Olise for the second summer running, its potential impact on their squad balance and that meant the conditions needed to be right. Of course, you don't want to sign Olise and suddenly he's the highest earner, would probably cause some trouble in the team. He continued by saying, they already have left-footed attackers in the form of Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Omari Hutchinson, Angelo Gabriel, Esteva Willian and Kendra Paez are scheduled to follow in 2025. Well, first of all, Cole Palmer probably going to stay centrally, right? Free role. Noni Madueke is then now the only one playing on the right because Omari Hutchinson with Ipswich, he was playing on the left. We don't know if he's going to stay. We don't know if he's going on loan or we're going to sell him. Remains to be seen. Angelo Gabriel, probably another season on loan because he's definitely not ready to start and play for Chelsea, just in my opinion. He ended by saying that confidence at Chelsea remains high, that recently appointed head coach Enzo Maresca and his team, which is likely to include 2 attacking additions this summer, will excel next season and secure Champions League qualification for the season afterwards. So, 2 attacking additions. We know it's probably going to be a striker and a winger. Whether or not it's a right or left winger remains to be seen. And so, now what do we do? What do we do? Who are we going to attract? Because we've been linked with a lot of other players, but all the other players, in my opinion, are on the left side of the pitch, right? Nico Williams, for example, insane game against Italy, top talent, top player, but one of the reasons why we didn't go for him or aren't going for him as of now is because of his wages demand, which again, now we know that wages is an issue. We do not mind to pay a big transfer fee, but we don't want to get players right now that demand high wages. So that's one player. Then Somerville, transfer fee, not that high. Wages shouldn't be that high either. Could be an option. I think Jadon Sancho should definitely be considered. He needs to leave Manchester United. It's probably not going to cost that much. But again, wages could be an issue. But I mean, what are we going to do? Are we going to next season with just Mudryk and Sterling on the left and Madueke, semi-Palmer on the right? It's not enough. That's not enough in my opinion. So, yeah, what are we going to do? Which player am I missing here? Let me know down in the comment section below. Moving on to some BS news, I would say, because Plettigol, in my opinion, is literally tier Z. His BS is the guy that came out with the Colwill to Bayern type of rumor. So he said that Chelsea have registered interest in Maximilian Bayer from, I forgot, Hertha Berlin? No, not Hertha Berlin. Hoffenheim, maybe? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below. Never heard of the player, haven't seen him play, so I don't know what to say about that. Moving on, a little update from what we've said yesterday with regards to Aaron Anselmino. So Chelsea are set to make a 20 million euro offer for Boca Juniors youngster Aaron Anselmino, with the first bid expected in the next few days. Again, I don't think these are the priorities right now. We've been throwing bids left, right, and center for left backs, right backs, center backs, whatever. But instead of focusing on actually getting a top striker in, a top winger as well, no. We are being playing around here left, right, and center. It's truly frustrating from a Chelsea fan perspective. Because, let's be honest, the sporting directors, other than Cole Palmer, which again is the exception, not the rule, other than him, what have they done right for us? Not much, right? We've bought a lot of players that were injured throughout the majority of last season, so that's already a screw up. Because, okay, maybe it's a fluke. Maybe previously they were not injured, but with us suddenly there is a curse, even though it's been a couple of years that a lot of our players have been injured. Plus, if you actually look at the players that we've brought in, known to have some injuries. So again, what are we doing? Why are we spending so much time and effort in attracting players that are 17 years old, 16 years old, 18 years old, 19, 20, with barely 20, 30 games professionally at the high level? Why? Why not actually go for freaking experience? I honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then they're going to blame the manager, of course. Because somehow he needs to figure it out. Somehow he needs to figure it out how to win the freaking Premier League, or at least qualify for the Champions League and win some trophies with a squad filled with kids, filled with inexperienced players. Yes, truly, a remarkable tactic. Really, bravo. Incroyable. Truly incredible. Honestly, I don't know what to say. So I'll probably stop the video right here. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Enjoy the Euros. I've been enjoying the Euros, some pretty good games. Freaking Southgate is the worst manager at the tournament, for real. They should have sacked him at halftime. Even Pochettino would probably do a much better job. At least Cole Palmer would play. Gallagher would definitely play as well. Disaster. Anyways, have a great weekend. Like, subscribe, notification bell on. See you all in the next one.